have pictures Biden welcoming NATO leaders as more and more Democrats call for him to drop out of the race. Annie Tomasini, Ashley Williams, Anthony Bernal. Now, none of these people are household names, but each of them are top White House aides, and each has been critical in the effort to conceal the truth about Biden's fitness for office. Axios is reporting that one former Biden aide said that Annie, Ashley, and Anthony create a protective bubble around POTUS. He's staffed so closely that he's lost all independence. POTUS relies on staff to nudge him with reminders of who he's meeting, including former staffers and advisors who Biden should easily remember without a reminder from Annie. And now House Republicans want answers, and they have subpoenaed all three staffers. In a letter to the White House, the committee says that it's concerned that the three aides may be running interference on behalf of the president and perhaps doing some of the president's job for him. There are similar mentions in letters to the other two aides. Now, joining me now, Ben Domenech, editor-in-chief of The Spectator, Fox News contributor, and Alex Marlow, editor-in-chief of Breitbart News, author of Breaking Biden. Ben, let's start with you. Tell me about the Three Musketeers.
Well, it's interesting. These people are all people who come from Jill Biden's orbit.
Jill?
Yes, and they all have been people who, have been with the Biden family for quite some time. They're very close associates. And look, you're normally not going to judge somebody for hiring staffers that they've been close with for a long time.
Of course not.
But when you have something like this happen, it looks very different. It looks like you're hiring people who will purposefully cover for you in a situation where other staffers might be willing to raise concerns, professionals who don't come from outside the orbit. And I think that this kind of insularity is the whole reason why this story got so covered up in the first place. You had enough people around the president that they were preventing the stories that we should have heard about from getting out.
Well, Alex, so to Ben's point, are these three simply Dr. Jill's proxies? And if so, how much of the decision-making in some cases could they actually influence, especially Tomasini, who's by his side, that more than just she's an advanced person, she's a top aide. It's very concerning. And when I first read this in Politico or Axios, whoever reported, I was like, who are these people? I never even heard of them. But just like Washington, we find out more.
Yeah, the saying is, if you're in the room, then you're in the deal, so you should be deeply concerned. We should know all these names, but one of the things is that the Biden administration is very cagey with the media, and the media, until 2 weeks ago, would go along with it for some reason, because they're all in it for the same cause, which is keeping out Donald Trump. But this is how the Biden inner circle has operated ever since he ran for president for the first time in the 80s. He needs a tight-knit inner circle, and the key people in that inner circle are family members. I'm talking Dr. Jill Biden, the Surgeon General. I'm talking about Hunter Biden and Valerie Biden. Those are his go-tos, so the people closest to them are the people who are probably running the country right now. And yes, I said Hunter. Hunter's in these deals.
Now, we're going to show a video of Annie Tomasini. Now, this is when Biden is exiting Marine One, Ben, and you see her by his side. She appears to walk in front of Biden, along with several others, obstructing him as reporters shout questions. Mm-hmm. So that's what they meant, running interference. Yes. And again, not like as normally happens.
Yeah.
This is to protect him or protect us, we the people, from finding out the truth.
I have to apologize for not using Dr. Jill when I first referred to her, Alex, that's required by law. No, but this is a situation where that type of interference is not something that we're used to.
She ain't smart enough to be a doctor.
In any kind of real experience with the presidency, because we're used to having this kind of access to them in the modern era that allows them to hear these questions, respond if they want to, etc. In a certain way here, it looks more along the lines of
she's a doctor, I'm a billionaire.
An old person within a home from one place to the other. And it's like, the question that really emerges in my mind is, how many decisions are they in the room for that traditional aides in these positions would not be in the room
Jill's
for?
Proxy.
Exactly. And how much are they relaying back to her? These are all open questions that we deserve answers for from the White House that has been lying to us for so long about this.
Well, there was also this video from Alex. We'll go to this from the Waffle House, which also got a lot of attention after the debate. So look at this video, and you'll see Anthony Bernal. He's visibly uncomfortable as Biden answers questions. Watch this.
Voice, your performance. Do you have any concerns about your performance?
No, it's hard to debate a liar. New York Times pointed out I made
it 26 times. Big lies. You can tell. Are you suffering from a cold or campaign because you're sick?
You see? Did you see that? He's like, whoa. He's ad-libbing here, Alex. He's trying to de-escalate the situation, and also weaseling his way out of the video. He kind of tries to hide in that
Thanks
video.
for watching.
Alex, your
Subscribe
reaction to that?
for more.
This is the worst cover-up in the history of the country. I was looking back at some medical records.
See you next
Joe
time.
Back from the 2020 race, and they said he only had sleep apnea and a stiff gait. I mean, come on, what are we talking about here? Everyone has been covering this up, and this is why these people have been subpoenaed by the House Oversight Committee. They got to start asking them. We learned today that Biden did meet with a Parkinson's specialist in January. Or I have no idea if he has Parkinson's, but why aren't the American public? Why don't we know the details of the President of the United States, the leader of the free world, what his health situation is like? This is a colossal failure of the media, of our government, and all these people need to be pulled in front of committees, and they need to explain everything they know.
Every Democrat
subscribe.
also who knew about this and is pretending to act shocked, and George Clooney knew all about it too.
It's the worst thing since Woodrow Wilson.
Ben and Alex, great to see you.